Today, we're ranking players with 5-star skill moves for when you're working with a low budget in career mode. Players eligible for the list are those under the age of 30, and they need to be valued at 20 million or less. Additionally, they must have the potential to develop to a minimum overall of 80. We have tested all the players and rated them on a scale of 1 to 10 in the following categories: speed, dribbling, shooting, passing, physical, and value. In the physical category, we looked at all the physical skills of the players other than speed, so think of strength, agility, and balance. For value, we consider what a player costs in relation to how they perform in-game compared to the other players on the list. That being said, number 7 on the list is Mike Trezor. The 24-year-old Belgian, currently on loan at Burnley, is valued at 20 million in FC 24, making him the most expensive player on our list. However, he does combine this with the highest initial overall of 78 and a potential overall of 82. Let's start with Mike Trezor's strengths. His acceleration is good. He can quickly move away from a standing start with the ball, causing opponents to be late and outplayed. He is also very agile, which allows him to easily cut and outplay players. Moreover, his strengths lie particularly in passing. He has good vision and possesses an effective cross. On to the areas where Mike Trezor scores less well. His sprint speed is not great. After initially getting away from a defender, he is easily caught up over longer distances. This makes him not very suitable for counter-attacking play. Additionally, his finishing is not great, so he's not likely to score many goals. Mike Trezor is a player who can be very useful when you play a lot in your opponent's half because he is strong in tight spaces. He's also handy if you have a striker who can score from a cross. Unfortunately, he comes with a hefty price tag that is disproportionate to what he brings on the field, especially compared to other players on this list. Okay, moving on to the MLS, where our number 6 on the list plays at New York City FC, Thales Magno. The 21-year-old Brazilian can play both as a striker and on the wing, and starts with an overall of 73. Just like Mike Trezor, he has a potential overall of 82. In FC 24, his value is estimated at 7 million, making him the first bargain on the list. The strong points of Magno. Of course, with 5-star skill moves, he's adept with the ball at his feet. As he has all the skill moves, you can get past any defender. The better you are with skill moves, the better you will be with Magno. He also has a 4-star weak foot, meaning he's quite capable with both feet. Then the weaker points of Magno: if you're not as good with skill moves like us, then Magno lacks the agility and speed to effectively outplay his defenders. He is also not very fast, which means he can be easily overtaken by above-average fast opponents. It should be noted, though, that he will still develop significantly towards his end overall, which could lessen these issues. Magno is a very interesting player when you're adept with skill moves and can maximize the 5-star skill moves. Valued at 7 million, he can be a bargain for any club that doesn't have tens of millions to spend. For number 5 on our list, we go to the Dutch Eredivisie, where Osama Sahraoui plays for Heerenveen. The 22-year-old Norwegian has an initial overall of 73 and a potential overall of 83. His value is also estimated at 7 million, and based on how Sahraoui plays, this makes him an absolute bargain. The strong points of Sahraoui. He is absolutely at his best in tight spaces and with the ball at his feet. He's super agile and stands firmly in his shoes. This enables him to cut behind opponents and easily turn away from them. He's quick in the first few meters, which means that after outplaying them, he quickly leaves them far behind. After getting past his man, Sahraoui can set up a teammate for a goal with a pass. He has good stamina, enabling him to still make a difference in the final minutes of the match. Sahraoui also has a 5-star weak foot, which is a big plus. The weaker points of Sahraoui. His main weakness is scoring goals. He has the ability to create a shooting opportunity time and again, thanks to his earlier mentioned strong points. However, he lacks the power for a really good shot, and often they fly meters wide. As with these weaker points, Sahraoui will still develop enormously, and therefore these points could later in career mode potentially become his strengths. As long as you don't expect him to score more than 10 goals in a season, Sahraoui is a great purchase for any club that doesn't have a lot to spend. As he will still develop significantly, he can grow into a pillar in your team, or you could sell him on for a lot of money. We can't recommend him enough for anyone looking for a budget skiller. Our number 4 on the list is found in France at Olympique Lyonnais, Ryan Cherki. Cherki can play on the wings, but is best suited as a number 10. Cherki is the biggest talent on our list with the highest potential overall of 84. His initial overall is 74, and he's valued at 9 million. The strong points of Cherki. A major reason why he excels as a number 10 is his ability to deliver a great pass. He can execute any pass you desire, and this is even more impressive considering he's still going to develop significantly. He also combines this with a 5-star weak foot. He can do this with both feet, which is a huge plus. Additionally, Cherki is an excellent dribbler. He's quite agile and has good balance, making it easy for him to turn away from his opponents. He also has the ability to score, perhaps not a lot, but around 5 to 10 goals per season should be feasible. The weaker points of Cherki. He is slow. This makes him less suitable for the wings and better suited for the number 10 position. Because he isn't fast, he doesn't easily carry the ball forward, and it's better to use him for passing rather than long dribbles. Additionally, his stamina isn't very strong, so after 60 to 70 minutes, he tends to lose effectiveness. Rayan Cherki potentially is a superb player who can be of great value. He comes into his own when you play in your opponent's half, allowing him to use the tight spaces to set up his teammates. For number 3, we stay at Olympique Lyonnais, where the 23-year-old Brazilian Jefino plays, somewhat overshadowed by Cherki. Jefino has an overall of 72 and the lowest potential on our list with 79. However, Jefino plays much better on the field than his overall would suggest. Based purely on his statistics, you might not initially choose him, but it's only when you use him that you discover his capabilities. In FC24, he is estimated at 4.7 million, making him the cheapest player on the list, and also the biggest bargain. The strong points of Jefino. What surprised us most about Jefino is how he consistently finds himself in a scoring position. Additionally, he is super quick in the first few meters, creating space between him and his opponent. The big surprise with Jefino was his strength. Several times he easily pushed players off the ball and entered into strong duels. The weaker points of Jefino. His main areas for development are in finishing and passing. His dribbling and physical qualities are very good, but everything involving passing and shooting is still problematic. Passes often go to the opponent and shots frequently miss the goal. All in all, Jefino is the best bang-for-your-buck player on the list. With his super low value, he can be acquired for a small amount, and on the field, he delivers much more than you would initially expect. If you found this video helpful so far, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Your support is greatly appreciated. Now, moving on to our number 2 on the list. Playing at Bologna in Italy, Jesper Karlsson, the 24-year-old Swede. Karlsson's initial overall is 77, and this can rise to about 80 when you develop him. His value is estimated at 14.5 million, making him one of the more expensive players on our list. The strong points of Karlsson. He is a very good all-round player who also possesses 5-star skill moves. His agility and balance are among the best on this list. You can easily slalom around multiple opponents. Then, he is also capable of delivering the decisive pass to a teammate. He shoots well from distance and often finds himself in a good position to score. Additionally, he maintains this performance throughout the match with his good stamina. The weak points of Karlsson. His only real weak point is his speed. He lacks both good acceleration and a high sprint speed, which perhaps makes him well suited to be converted into a midfielder. Also, his finishing can sometimes be a bit off. He won't develop much further, so don't expect any huge improvements. Karlsson is overall the best player on this list and worth his 14.5 million. He can play both on the flank and be converted into a midfielder. The only reason he's not number 1 on our list is because of the gameplay enjoyment we had with the actual number 1 of our list, Jota. The 24-year-old Portuguese is currently active in Saudi Arabia at Al Ittihad. His initial overall is 77, and he can grow to an overall of 82. His value is estimated at 16 million. With this, he is the second most expensive player on the list, but we believe he is absolutely worth it. The strong points of Jota. When you play with Jota, you know you're going to have fun. Whether you're good with skill moves or not, you're going to beat many opponents and leave them in the dust. If you are good with skill moves, this will happen even more. He is extremely agile and hard to bring down. He has good acceleration and a high sprint speed. This he combines with a strong shot from distance and a lot of composure. The weak points of Jota. When you get him into the opponent's penalty area, he misses many chances as he only has 70 finishing. Additionally, he's not a great passer, but that's not what you bring him in for. Jota is on the higher end for budget players, but for under 20 million, we still find him an absolute bargain that you can't go wrong with if your club has the money. He brings a lot of fun and creates unexpected situations. That's it for this video on players with 5-star skill moves for when you have a lower budget. If you enjoyed watching this video, then check out some of our other videos now appearing on your screen. Goodbye from us.